How much do you think you're worth? When you apply for a job, the employer will ask you, how much are you looking for? What's your answer going to be? How much do you think you're worth? Is self-worth only about money? Or is self-worth about allowing other people to treat you the way you want to be treated? I don't think we practice enough about deciding how much self-worth we actually are. It's always about money, money. But then when you're finally working, you are being given the price that you asked for. You work incredibly hard. You're focused, dedicated, a great team leader. But when you get taken advantage of, what is your worth then? What do you want? Do you want more money? Do you want more time off? Do you want respect? Is self-worth about having respect? In grad school, I was taught about ethics and morals, but the ethics and morals were mainly about how to treat other people. But I was never entirely taught about myself, on how to treat myself with respect. You allow yourself to be treated a certain way because perhaps that's all you know. You were given that list and were told, okay, this is as far as I can go. But what if you can go further? What if the level of self-worth for you is something that you never could have imagined? Would your life be different? Would you look in the mirror every day and be proud of yourself for how much self-worth you maintain? When it comes to how other people view you, that one's out of your control. You cannot force someone to see your self-worth. But that's why it's important for you to have a solid foundation of how much self-worth you have for yourself. I used to think that getting paid $25 an hour straight out of grad school was perfection. I thought that that money was an example of how much I see myself for. I'm worth $25 an hour plus benefits. But as soon as I noticed that my fun flag was dying, I had to question, what is this $25? That's when I questioned, how much is my self-worth? How much do I love myself? I think of self-worth as love. I was falling out of love with myself. I was loving the money more. I was loving the status more. But in the end, what does any of that mean if I don't love myself? I don't believe that any amount of money equals to what I view myself as, especially because money's not real. It's an illusion that I was programmed into. If I make a certain amount of money, that means my self-worth is through the roof. But that's not true. If I allow so-called friends to take advantage of me, what does that show regarding my self-worth? I feel like life is way easier once I realized that I need to love myself, that I need to see the value I have. The tricky part is defining what value means. That's different for everybody. As the years go by, my definition of value, my definition of self-worth constantly change. Before, it was about money. It was about how many friends I have. When I started this channel, it was about how many views I can get. It was about how many subscribers I have. But now, my self-worth is whether or not I like the videos I put out. It has to be about me. It took me a long time to accept that it's okay to be selfish in this regard. I have to be selfish when it comes to self-worth because no one else is going to see it for me. No one else is going to feel my self-worth. You're allowed to define your version of self-worth. And even though you think you've reached a pinnacle of self-worth, you're wrong. You can go further into self-worth than you ever thought. Your standards may be higher than others, but what's so wrong with having a different set of standards for yourself?